Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Megan Rigger-Smith.
And I'm Harvey Newcomb. Let's take a look at the news.
The College of Education and Health Science at Bradley will hold its first Health Immersion Day tomorrow, Thursday, October 19th. The day will include having selected high school juniors and seniors in the Peoria area come on campus to learn more about Bradley's programs. The goal is to spread excitement about careers in healthcare, as well as explain what is going into health-based professions will be like. These high school students will be on campus getting hands-on experience in various fields, including nursing, physical and occupational therapy, speech and hearing sciences, public health education, child life sciences, and dietetics and nutrition. The tour on campus begins at 9 a.m. with a stop at the birthing simulation in Westlake, then a trip to Markin Family Student Rec Center where they will learn about general health-based skills. Then the day ends with a trip to the nursing simulation lab for a catheterization lab. Hopefully this will inspire local high school students to expand their knowledge and education while staying close to home.
Bradley has a new vice president for enrollment, marketing, communications, and retention. The position will be filled by DeLorean Manifee, who will be replacing Terry Lucy Thompson, who was previously the vice president for marketing, communication, and enrollment management. Manifee is not new to the job, as he was the vice president of enrollment at Susquehanna University since 2020. Manifee has achieved impressive feats at Susquehanna, which included creating a strong team of enrollment professionals that resulted in an 18% increase in first-year enrollment for the 2022-2023 school year. It seems that he accomplished many of his goals at Susquehanna and will hopefully be successful at Bradley as well. Manifee will start his position on November 1st, with one of his first responsibilities being to lead the integration of the Office of Marketing and Communications and the Office of Enrollment Management. Like to support one of your favorite sororities and their philanthropy? Come out and support Alpha Chi Omega's Tri-Star Philanthropy Week. Earlier this week, Alpha Chi Omega kicked off their Philanthropy Week on Olin Quad with splatter paint on Alpha. To participate, students paid $2 to mix and throw paint on Alpha Chi Omega volunteers. This is just one of their many events this week, and all proceeds are for their philanthropy. Other events include a Fieldhouse fundraiser, Puppies on the Quad, and Walk a Mile.
Our philanthropy is domestic violence awareness. Essentially what that means is that we raise money and awareness for the Center for Prevention of Abuse here in Peoria, Illinois. And obviously Alpha Chi Omega supports it. And so as you'll see over here, we have our splatter paint in AXO, which is super exciting.
Make sure to check out one of the philanthropy events this week. Tonight they'll host a grilled cheese night at the Alpha Chi Omega House. Hope to see you there.
Visual Voices has a returning symposium that begins tomorrow in room 126 in the GCC at 5 p.m. The event focuses on showcasing the art and experiences of female artisans. The symposium has been held at Bradley every year, excluding 2021 due to COVID-19. Since 2011, this year's symposium is titled Women's Work, Feminist Women Artists in the Midwest. It will last 3 days, with tomorrow's Visual Voices kicking it off. It will be a hybrid online and in-person event that will have a performance and a keynote address from curator Catherine Morris on 20th century feminism. The next day, October 20th, will also be hybrid with online and in-person options in the Student Center Ballroom from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Friday's schedule will include 4 presentations and 1 performance. The last day, Saturday, October 21st, will be held online and include 2 presentations on Zoom from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Register online to attend at IllinoisWomenArtists.org. Coming up, we will take a look at the weather with Julia, as well as seeing what's new with entertainment.
After the break, we'll get to talk about what project Saturday Night Live is working on, the recent interview with Jada Pinkett Smith, and more.
It takes less than 1 minute to find out if you may have prediabetes. You can do it here. But you probably won't. You're busy. Kids, work, show coming back in 48 seconds. So let's do this now. Hold up 1 finger if you're a man, women 0. 3 more fingers if you're over 60, 2 over 50, 1 over 40. If you're not sure, keep in mind you're sitting on a couch right now, so 1 more finger if you're not very active. 1 finger if yes, 0 if no. 1 yes, 0 no. Next, find the body type that looks most like you and hold up that many fingers while I look around awkwardly. And that's it. If you're holding up 5 fingers or more, you probably have prediabetes. Sorry to be so blunt, but hey, you're busy. Just go to the site.
Part-time job, full-time hustle, all-time Shiro to all of us. You nurture, we listen. You teach, we thrive. You lift our spirits, but we've got to lay down the truth. It's time for you, our Shiro, to stretch for the stars. A free online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to start boosting your retirement savings today. Start saving more for retirement so you can feel prepared and live your life to the fullest. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
So I was walking across campus to actually come to the studio for BUTV, and I saw that on the quad there are so many like yellow leaves on trees, and I just think it's so pretty.
It's very exciting.
Yes, it has been beautiful on campus. It has definitely been looking like fall. And today was another beautiful fall day. It was partially cloudy in the high 60s with the warmest temperature at 70 degrees. There was a slight wind throughout the day, which happened to help those leaves continue to fall. But the little bit of a chilly breeze didn't stop Bradley students from enjoying the outdoors while they can and enjoy the final 70-degree weather. Looking at the radar, there is some precipitation coming in here from the west, so we may see some showers even tonight, but most likely tomorrow morning. But don't get too worried, those showers won't be very heavy, no thunderstorms. It's going to be very light. This yellow is going to pass over. And don't worry, that will not set the tone for the rest of the week. There aren't too many clouds. The rest of the week, it will pass over us. Looking at the temperature map, we do have a warm front that has passed through that caused that 70-degree weather here in Peoria and the surrounding areas, but it's going to be directly followed up with a cold front coming in that's going to cause more 50-degree weathers, low 60s. And Peoria's surrounding area will have some varying temperatures between high 50s and low 60s, but it's going to be in that area. Finally, looking at the 5-day forecast, we have some beautiful days ahead. It looks like tomorrow's going to be the worst of it, with the sun being present the rest of the week. Just occasional clouds floating through. Makes for a great weekend. Maybe make some plans at the apple orchard. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Adalia Young.
Thank you so much, Julia. Just like the new weather season, a new season of SNL has commenced. With the 5-month-long writer's strike coming to an end, Saturday Night Live was supposed to premiere on May 20th, but this past episode was definitely worth the wait. Pete Davidson was the host last Saturday, which is fitting since Davidson resigned as a cast member in 2022. In the cold opening, Davidson addressed global issues happening in Gaza, saying amidst the tragedy everyone has been struck with, he was going to do what he always does best in the hard times: make people smile. Some of the skits included a rendition of I'm Just Ken from the Barbie movie, special appearances from Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, and musical guest Ice Spice. Bad Bunny will be the host and musical guest this coming Saturday, October 21st. In an interview with the Today Show regarding her memoir, Worthy, Jada Pinkett Smith reveals she and Will Smith have been separated since 2016. Jada spoke about the moment when Chris Rock was infinitely slapped by Will Smith during the Oscars. She said that, like many viewers, she was also in shock at what had just happened on stage. Not only because Smith slapped Chris Rock, but also because he referred to Jada as his wife. In her memoir, she says that Jada and Will are not in an open relationship, divorced, uncoupled, or anything else, but transparent life partners raising their children. The two have claimed to be living in separate houses since their split. And finally, someone who isn't Drake or Doja Cat has released an album this past week. Troye Sivan is a bundle of surprises every time they hit the stage. Troye is a phenomenal pop artist with killer dance moves, has a crazy falsetto, and a queer icon. Growing up in Australia, the pop artist listened to pop music and grabbed inspiration. Sivan released a new music video this past weekend with Ross Lynch, stunning everyone because Sivan was seen in drag. Troye has also been a representative for the queer community, encouraging everyone to stay true to themselves. Their album, Something to Give Each Other, is now streaming on music platforms. Did any of you guys see the music video?
I have not, but I really want to because I love Troye Sivan's music.
Yes.
It popped up on my Instagram feed and I was shocked.
Yes, I absolutely loved it. What about you, Harvey?
I'll definitely catch it after this.
Awesome.
All right, coming up, we will have an interview with our live reporter, Ty Gray.
After the break, we'll also take a look at the 24-hour animation challenge.
Listen, you're my friend.
I noticed you haven't really been yourself recently.
Yeah, I feel like something's up.
How are you?
Are you okay?
Is there anything you want to talk about?
I just want to know how you're feeling.
And listen, even if you don't know what to say, I'm here to talk.
No matter what you're going through,
I just want you to know I'm here.
I've got your back. When you want to talk, I'm here.
Roll over. Chance high five.
All right.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and...
I am totally a hot person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
If midterms had you stressed and overwhelmed and you're looking for a good place to have a laugh, look no further than Bradley's one and only improv troupe, Barbecue Kitten.
BUTV's own Ty Gray has our guest live in Lydia's Lounge.
Thank you, Megan. Barbecue Kitten's purpose is to provide hilarious entertainment through improv comedy. Today with me I have Barbecue Kitten's Vice President Jack Cortat. Thank you for coming. Thank you for joining. Sorry.
Thank you for having me.
So, what is Barbecue Kittens for people that might not know?
Barbecue Kitten is Bradley University's #1 improv and sketch comedy troupe on campus. And every week we like to do rehearsals, and every month we like to do shows to perform and entertain the people of Bradley University.
All right. Now, what would you guys do to practice for a show?
A lot of the time we have 2 rehearsals a week, a closed one on Monday and then an open one for the audience to come to on Wednesday nights as well. And we just like to run through the games. We like to try a bunch of different styles of improv, and we like to practice certain things about each form that we can hone and improve to make our shows really great.
What kind of improv do you guys use?
We do a lot of long-form improv and a lot of short-form improv, a lot of games that can go really fast and can keep the audience entertained. And then for versions like long-form, it's games that really draw out the story of a scene and allow us really to work on our character development. And overall, they provide great stories and great scenes and great fun.
Oh, amazing, amazing. How many members are in Barbecue Kittens?
We currently have 17 members, 15 active, so 17 that includes all of our performers, all of our exec board, and then a handful of people who are either studying abroad right now or just taking a step back.
Okay. So how could someone join Barbecue Kittens?
So a lot of the way that we do this is it's important for you to let us know that you are interested in learning more about improv, and you got to keep coming to these Wednesday night rehearsals and really putting yourself out there for us to see. And then every night we have a recruiter who will give you notes and give you some goals to work on for improv. And if you keep coming, and if we see that you're really working hard and you're really taking those notes to heart, we'll do a group vote. And if it's a majority vote, we might ask you to stick around and become a prospective kitten, where we work a little more one-on-one with you, and you get to come with us to close rehearsals. It's good fun.
Oh, that's really cool. That's really cool. Is there any way to contact them?
Yeah, so the best way you can find us is on Barbecue Kitten on Instagram at BBQ Kitten. We also have an email list that you can ask about if you come to any of our rehearsals, and then we'll put you on that list, and then you can know when all of our rehearsals and when our shows are. And yeah, but the best way is just DM us through our Instagram, and then we'll always have someone there to respond to you and answer any questions.
All right, perfect. When is your guys' next show?
Our next show is actually this Friday at 7 p.m. in New Miller Hall over in Bradley Hall. It's our October show. It's Halloween. It's our spooky show. So all of the games that we're going to be playing have certain tricks and punishments to them. So sometimes maybe someone will be getting pied in the face during a scene. Someone will get a water gun. Someone else will get blindfolded. It's really fun. It's really good stuff.
Okay, amazing. Well, thank you. This is all the time we have for today. Thank you for coming on.
Great. Thank you very much for having me.
All right, for BUTV News, I'm Ty Gray.
This past weekend, a group of Bradley Animation students competed in the Legend Animation's 21st 24-Hour Challenge. The challenge gives students 24 hours to complete an original 30-second animation, all for a chance to win one of 7 prizes totaling $180,000.
On Friday, October 13th, 35 Bradley Animation students participated in the 24-hour challenge. The students were divided into groups of 5 and were all given the same prompts. Student Lauren Duell tells us more about the challenge.
Yeah, so with the 24 Hours Global Contest, you're giving your prompt right on the hour. Everyone has to follow the same prompt, and that way they can ensure nothing was made ahead of time, everything's made in those 24 hours, as much as they can help it.
Students spend the 24 hours creating sketches, audio, lighting, and effects for their projects. The teams consisted of students with different specialties. Bradley hosted 7 of the 200-plus teams participating worldwide. Lindsay Gergel explains the team's dynamics she experienced and how the challenge is a great opportunity for other animation majors.
I think that the animation pipeline is such a communal process that you need to work with other people to be able to succeed. That's just what this program is.
The challenge lasted from 5 p.m. on Friday to 5 p.m. on Saturday. At the end of the competition, students submitted their final projects for judging and are currently awaiting results.
I think overall we made a really good product together. I think that the vision that we wanted to create was successful. It was definitely challenging at times to get the vision to come to life. I'm really happy with how it went. I think we did a great job.
While we await results, we wish and thank the teams for representing Bradley University with all their hard work over the weekend. For BUTV News, I'm Chris Pacheco.
After the break, Dylan will tell us what is new with Bradley Sports.
We'll see how Bradley's volleyball and soccer teams performed at their recent games.
Club was in and my hands smell like stew for weeks.
Oh, look, my new laptop is here.
What happened to your old one?
You know, on the way to work, I jump out of the car to grab a churro from that gal in the corner. I turn my back for 2 minutes. Gone. Stolen. Or maybe I forgot to bring it. I'm not sure which.
Wait, did you get IT to wipe it remotely?
No, I know how this goes. The minute they wipe it, it turns up under my bed or something. I'm gonna wait a few days, see if it turns up. And I might have disabled the security software in the computer anyway. It slows it down.
You've got to be kidding me.
I do not remember ordering a mesh tank top. Too much whiskey and Dave's shop's a little frisky, right?
Ooh.
Huh?
Did you order it?
Come on, you know this looks great. Let's see about this big one.
Dave,
It's like Christmas.
I'm pretty sure someone is making purchases using your online accounts that are still logged in on your browsers.
Well, lucky for me, they can't change the address. Some of the stuff is pretty great.
You need to call IT and change your logins ASAP.
I'm getting a new wardrobe, and I like it. I'm gonna ride this out and see where it goes. Maybe there's a motorbike in receiving. Let's go check it out.
He just really goes through life like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he knows he has to pay for all that stuff?
Not a chance.
S-U-P-E, star. S-U-P-E, star. Superstar, 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 superstar. S-U-P-E, star. Superstar, 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 superstar.
The weather is starting to cool down, and that means one thing is that basketball is just around the corner.
I know. I'm really excited to see how Bradley basketball does, especially with the men's team winning the MVC tournament and then like the regular season and then falling out of the tournament. So I'm excited.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I've seen a lot of their Instagram stories. I'm hyped.
There's a lot of hype around them. I can't wait to go and watch them in Carver. It's going to be awesome. But good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to BUTV Sports, and let's take a look at your on-campus athletic news. Even if the weather doesn't match, volleyball season is in mid-form, and the Bradley team is putting up more than a fight than ever against a strong in-conference competition. Murray State and Belmont both visiting from the Volunteer State. When the total point differential across 5 games is only 4, the Bradley volleyball team continues their close loss trend. First game was used as a gauge for Belmont on how to go about taking the away win as they pulled away 27-25 for the opening game. Bradley managed to bottle the Belmont offense for the following 2 games, if only this was a 3-game series, as the Bruins swept the remaining games against the home Braves. When you lead in aces blocks, it can be hard to take a loss that didn't play out like one, but the Braves kept going against Murray State Racers as they looked to take advantage of the fatigued Braves team. The Braves were as close as they'd ever been to an in-conference win this season, and this just goes to show the talent available to the team. Being top 3 in the NVC for volleyball means that you have to be ranked higher than most other mid-major conferences in college sports, which is exactly where Murray State's record landed them so far this season, and the Braves did the best to stop them at home, but this doesn't stop explaining the technical hiccup in the game where a Murray State player bumped the ball, as you can see, in the middle of the speakers. That caused a little bit of a hiccup, and get ready to hear some weirdly similar stats between the 2 most recent games for Bradley. As the average point differential for the sets was only a combined 4.5, we led in aces, led in blocks. It was only 1 kill short to be tied with Murray State's 66. The Braves have been close so far at every game that they have to snapping the 13-game loss current streak. If you want to see that happen, I recommend tuning into the next volleyball matchups next Friday and Saturday, playing Indiana State and Evansville respectively. If I was a betting man, I'd take the Braves to pull out a win against either team. However, Indiana State should be the most favorable matchup. That game will be Friday at 6 o'clock in the Renaissance Coliseum. Be sure to go show your support. You could call any soccer game defensive if the score is less than 3, but no other word can describe the way that the soccer team played against the NIU Huskies this past Saturday. When the only goal scored is a minute before halftime, reviving that hope in the locker room becomes a little bit more of a chore. This scenario was too reminiscent of the soccer team's last game, where you're able to hold an offense to 0 results despite 18 total shots with 50% being on goal. The goalie should get a little recognition, which is what I'd like to do. What I like to do with sophomore goalie Drew Barry. To have 9 shots on target for soccer is impressive enough, but to be able to save 8 of 9, soccer is infamously low scoring. But it could have been worse if Drew Barry didn't make all those saves. The final score was only 1-0, and the Braves taking on the Drake Bulldogs is happening right now, and we speak in Des Moines. So good luck to them, and make sure to tune in after this broadcast. I might have to tune in after this broadcast.
I'm probably going to go home, have dinner, and turn it right on my TV.
Yeah. I'm set to work some volleyball games this weekend and a soccer game. I'm excited.
Bradley Sports are back, believe it or not.
Next, we'll be taking a look at what events are happening on campus this week.
After that, we'll have a musical performance to end the show.
Worried about your friend but don't know how to reach out?
could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You can ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good. If you think you should check in, yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Hey, can you chop the pineapple? Chop the pineapple.
Nope. I'm high. How about I wash off the grapes?
Yes.
Okay. You're already making good decisions when you're high.
I want tacos. Will you drive? I'm a little toasty.
Nope. I'm high. Let's order in.
Don't make an exception when it comes to driving. If you feel different, you drive different.
To Sofia and Gabriel, mis flores, my little flowers. Even though these old knees can't follow on your adventure to the forest today, these flowers represent my love, so you can take me with you wherever you go, near or far. These stitches and threads join us together. Me, your mother, and both of you. And wherever you see a flower, a bird, a beautiful tree, know that my love is with you as you bring our colorful stories to the world.
Make the forest part of your story at a park near you. Find one at discovertheforest.org.
Let's take a look and see what's happening on campus over the next week. Bradley's annual poverty simulation is coming up on Tuesday, October 24th. The event is open to all students and faculty members to attend and learn about what it might be like to live as a low-income family. The event intends to spread awareness and start conversations. Those interested in participating must sign up by October 20th. Celebrate the pride and inclusivity at the LGBTQ flag raising and reception with the Queer Coalition, Common Ground, QSTEMA, and the Women's and Gender Studies program tomorrow in honor of National Coming Out Month. The flag raising will take place at the Alumni Quad at the Hardin Circle of Pride. It will be followed by a reception at the Hayden Clark Alumni Center in the Shaheen Hall of Pride. There will be a short program and refreshments will be served. Joining in on the open class launching innovation speaker series, the new Innovation for All Living Learning Community SEI 200 course will be opening their doors for those who would like to listen to their guest speakers. The next speaker is tomorrow with Lily Skelf, who will talk about foraging roots to create natural dyes. All of these events will be held on select days in the Business Engineering Convergence Center, 2174, from 3 to 4:15 p.m.
You guys ready for Halloween events coming up on campus?
Yes. I am ready for Halloween weekend.
Definitely.
Oh, I know you are too.
Exactly. Thank you.
All right, well, that's all we've got for you tonight on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Megan Rigger-Smith.
And I'm Harvey Newcomb. We leave you tonight with a performance from the Golden Fleece. Have a great night.